Do I look different? I should. I'm 19 now. I mean, I haven't grown an inch and nothing about me looks any different, but there's an air about me. Like an official legal adult plus 1 year air. That being said, I had a great birthday. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. You guys are awesome. Though some of you did think that I was pulling a prank on you. Today's my birthday! Oh gosh, happy birthday! Just kidding! Joke's on you, sucker! That's not a very funny joke. And there's your first hint right there. Hello? All my jokes are funny. So you guys know my Kindle. Some people name their cars. Other people name their boats. I name my Kindles. Yep, I said Kindles. Frackin' lighting. This is Mikhail. And now joining my Kindle family is AC. Yes, both those names have meaning. Did you just see that? Did you just see that change? Anywho, both the names have meanings, but I'm not gonna get into that. Anyways, you don't care about this. You guys ready to review a book? Well, actually, I'll be reviewing the book, so are you guys ready to listen to me review a book? Of course you are. Why would you be on this video otherwise? So today I'm reviewing What Happened to Goodbye by Sarah Dessen. Sarah Dessen is pretty dang famous in the world of writers and readers. Her books are generally life lessons wrapped in kind of messed up, crazy packages. Honestly, her books are some of the only books I read that don't have any paranormal elements to them. Don't go just yet, I know what you're thinking. Oh boy, a book about real world problems. I don't live in the real world. I have no idea what those are like. High school problems too? Awesome. Enduring 4 years of it isn't enough. Excuse me a second while I cry out with joy. I have a lot of respect for Sarah Dessen because she's one of the only authors who can write books about real world problems that are actually entertaining. So I advise that you watch on and give it a chance if you haven't yet. 30-second summary. What Happened to Goodbye is about a girl named McLean whose father and mother were involved in a giant scandal, including her mother cheating on her dad with a basketball coach. It was a huge scandal in her town, totally rocked her world. After her parents' divorce, she insisted to stay with her dad, and her dad's got a new job. That means he gets to move all around the United States. But when she gets to Jackson High and actually makes lasting friends, plus she has a wee bit of a crush on boy genius Dave, she finds that she's actually being herself. So McLean has to find the balance between rooting herself to these people and knowing that she could leave at any minute. To the pros! You can't get through a Sarah Dessen book without feeling like you've learned something, and this book is not an exception. It's like being life coached without actually having to pay a life coach. Unless you count the $12.99 you paid for the book. C'est la vie. In comparison to her other books, no, the plotline isn't, wow, completely different than anything she's ever done before, but I think the circumstances were pretty new. She's never handled the concept of a split family at this capacity. It all felt extremely real, as though it was happening to you. That being said, this book puts you through an emotional roller coaster. Not that all the emotions are good, but like I've said before, a good book makes you feel. An okay book just makes you feel happy. Do I want to be completely devastated throughout an entire book? No. Happy? No. Mad, sad, happy, mad, happy, mad, sad, happy, happy? Yeah. Yeah, I totally dig that. If you're one of those people who just wants to feel pleasant and happy about a book, whatever. You have fun. Sarah Dessen always has really great male characters. Wish I could say the same about the female characters, but she always has great males. And I think as far as Sarah Dessen books go, Dave is my new favorite. Since the book concentrated more on the relationship between McLean and her family and less on the relationship between her and Dave, we were able to see Dave as a person, not so much as a guy pining for a girl, the entire book. I mean, yeah, there is a relationship, but it's nice to have a male character who's more than just a guy who wants a girl. He's got substance, he's got a story of his own. Plus, he's as weird as me, and I totally dig that. The whole book, in general, just character development, pace, writing style, was perfect. And I wouldn't expect anything different from Sarah Dessen. She's incredible. However, there are cons. But these are more of personal annoyances rather than actual cons. What is it with the parents of every Dessen book. Even the ones that are supposed to be likable aren't likable. I know by the end of the book you're supposed to like McLean's mom. You're supposed to kind of forgive her the way McLean did. No, I did not. I disliked her the whole way through. Her dad wasn't even the victim, and I was like, shut up, McLean's dad. In short, I was more interested in hearing McLean talk about her family than I was about either of them talking about their family. Especially her mom. Holy cow, woman. Just thought that we could be a family again. Oh, you mean after you cheated on your husband and got pregnant with twins? Yeah. Doesn't work like that. You seriously thought it was going to work like that. I warmed up to her dad eventually and really started to like him, but I never liked her mom. Another personal annoyance. See, Sarah Dessen books kind of follow a pattern. In my opinion, all of her books have a lead female character who should be really, really likable, but has one trait that is not endearing, but overshadows every reason they should be likable. Like, okay, she's smart, she's brave, she's funny. Oh, but she's also a compulsive liar? Wah wah. That makes it really, really hard for me to enjoy a character. Luckily, McLean's little traits that were really annoying weren't so bad that they overshadowed her character as a whole, so it was an enjoyable reading experience. But they were still there. They were still there. Okay, you guys know me. You know, I'm not big on romance. I appreciate it, sprinkled here and there. But when a book does have romance, I expect it to be satisfying. I understand that's too much to ask in a lot of instances, but I can't help it. If you're gonna have two characters like each other, please let something, anything come out of it. I waited the whole book for Dave and McLean to do something. Like a hug or I don't know, a kiss on the cheek, anything. And finally, she kisses him on the lips. Once. For a very short time, it seems like. What? That is not very nice. Awesome that these books never have sequels. I wasn't dying to know everything that happened next or anything. Nah. So yeah, like I said, it's really just a short list of annoyances. Other than that, overall, this book is awesome. It had me laughing, crying. Okay, well, I don't really cry. It stuffed up my nose and made my tear ducts prick. It made me want to throw the Kindle against the wall, but I love Mikhail too much, so I wouldn't do that to him. It made me want to pick a fight with my parents, even though they've done nothing wrong. All sorts of good stuff. For those of you who haven't read any Sarah Dessen books, please, I beg of you, get on it. It may be new to you, you might just like paranormal stuff, but I promise you it is very worth it. My personal favorites are Keeping the Moon, The Truth About Forever, and Lock and Key. And to be honest with some of you paranormal fiction lovers, it's actually kind of nice to get a dose of reality every now and again. Especially if it's well-written reality. Fictional reality. Wait. Before I go, for those of you who do read Sarah Dessen books, you would notice that some of the books slightly overlap with each other. Meaning, in this book, you will recognize two characters having a conversation next to the main characters, and you realize, oh, those are the characters from The Truth About Forever, or Along for the Ride. Like in What Happened to Goodbye, she mentions Last Chance Diner, which is the diner in Keeping the Moon. Stuff like that. I wanted to know if you guys spotted all the little overlappings in this book. I think there was like 4 or 5. I noticed quite a few, but I want to see if there was some I missed, so comment below and let me know. Anywho, do I recommend this book to you? Of course I do. So subscribe, comment, thumbs up if you're okay with a little bit of a reality every now and again, thumbs down if you're stuck in the Harry Potter cave. Oh, and did Kaleb Nation totally tweet me happy birthday? Yes. Yes, he did. Did I scream and do this really fast like an idiot? Did my sister look at me like I was insane? Did my mom feel my head and ask me if I was okay? Yes! Yes, all of that happened. It was the best thing.